Good morning, everybody, and thanks for waking up with The Chase.
No way.
My God!
That's a one-on-one, ladies and gentlemen.
Go to Dave's. I must ask you a question right now.
One-on-one, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, hell yeah, brother.
Oh, whoa, sit back, relax, and crack a cold one. The Chase is live.
Alexa, play Pain by 3 Days Grace. It's been a rough morning. I'm just
Real
going to say
bad.
that. Bills lost yesterday. We all
Least
know
of your
that.
problems right now.
But, yeah. So, I am going to kill that damn dolphin.
Pain. Just pain.
So, in worse news, looked at my phone case. Yeah, zoom in on that one. Yeah. So, yeah.
Oh, it's okay.
Honestly,
it's okay. You don't even want
I
to
think
see
Are
it.
you going for it? Okay.
Oh, my God.
I don't know what I did.
Yeah,
I
real
don't know what I did. My phone has been in the case literally
Now we're
all
talking.
weekend.
This is like 3 minutes ago. You discovered this, so
I'm like getting ready for the show, and I just look at like my camera, and I'm like, "What the hell happened?"
long weekend. The Bills lost. That's what that is.
Yeah.
Just
My
anger.
brain is just Ken Dorsey slamming his tablet and just throwing crap all over
I
the
think
place.
that was all Bills fans and all Chiefs fans and all Chargers fans. Everyone was. All the good teams had a bad.
Panthers fans.
All right.
Okay, Steve.
Cut the mics. Cut the mics.
Anyways, let's move on. Enough talking about my pain and suffering. Welcome to version 47 of The Chase.
Mm-hmm.
I can't believe we're already on episode 47. I'm your host, David Yarger. Troy is off today. He should be flying back in his private jet at some point today.
I know.
I'm joined alongside the NFL gremlin,
That's me.
as she calls herself on social media. I won't expose, but it's Elena.
Hi.
Elena, how are you today?
I'm doing as good as a Bills fan can do on a Monday post Dolphins loss.
Yeah, I get it. It's tough, but some of us, including myself, might have some of the Monday blues. Why don't you help us out with some Monday motivation?
Some Monday motivation. Here it comes. Positive thinking can be contagious. Being surrounded by winners helps you develop into a winner. And that's from Arnold Schwarzenegger. Little positive, uplifting attitude.
Get to the chopper.
Okay. Enough. Cut the cameras.
Oh my goodness. All right, we're pumped and, well, sort of pumped, I guess you can call it that, and ready to go. So let's get into what you'll be seeing today. Obviously, it's Monday, so we'll have what's hitting the shelves this week and this week's wax. Roberto Clemente rookie card topped a milli this past week. Our guy, never mind. I forgot to take that out, so that's my fault. Keep scrolling, Dave. It's a rough Monday morning here.
It's a rough Monday.
All right.
you.
Oh, here we go. Aaron Judge did nothing this weekend, so that's nice. But Elena will have an update on him.
Yeah.
Some of the greatest action figures, in my personal opinion, returned. And we did have a tenuous battle in the office this weekend between Steve and Luke. If you didn't already see on our socials, we'll check back in on that. And, of course, there was a full slate of games on Sunday. So
yeah.
we'll give you some of our standout studs and, for me personally, duds of the week. And also, to talk with us about those Week 3 games will be our guy, Steve, from the Breakers
Woo!
Lounge. So Stevie's in the house. He's going to come on, talk to us a little bit about who to invest in, who to sell, all that good stuff. And lastly, our box rip giveaway was one of last week's new releases, 21-22 Chronicles Basketball. Looking forward to that one. Maybe pull Evan Mobley, Cade Cunningham. You never know. And we do have a giveaway winner.
Yeah, we do.
We do. So,
How exciting.
yes, on Friday, we did rip the Gold Standard Football, which was very exciting. The box is awesome. We had the Tom Flores Gold Jacket Auto, Trevor Lawrence patch, and more, of course.
Matt Ryan.
And the winning quarterback, Matt Ryan, base.
He won.
Oh my
His
God.
stock probably shot to the moon.
I was so pissed when we freaking pulled that. But anyways, our lucky winner Drum roll, please. Christoph81, who commented on Twitch. Drake London, which I think is an absolutely golden pick for Rookie of the Year. Not on a great team, but Falcons won yesterday. He's been putting up numbers, so congratulations. Make sure you send an email to thechase@gmail.com and just send us your email address, YouTube/Twitch, or excuse me, your Twitch username and your shipping info, and I'll get those cards right out to you. And also, just a forewarning, we do have some old giveaways that still have not been claimed.
Claim them.
Yes. In the next couple days, we're going to reach out to the winners, but the prizes are not claimed. We're planning on giving them away live on the show on Friday.
Tyler just is on top of it today with the sound effects.
Yes.
Swear to God, if I hear that dolphin again.
Yeah, so, Christoph, I see you in the chat. Just make sure you send email to thechase@gmail.com. Or, excuse me, dacardworld.com. Thank you, Tyler, for the update. dacardworld@gmail.com. Correct?
No.
What did you just say?
Struggle City.
Oh, my goodness. thechase@dacardworld.com.
It's okay. It's okay.
Somebody get me some coffee or something.
Listen, I can make up for it. I'm already... The coffee's flowing.
Anyways, Elena, let's move on to this week's wax.
Okay.
Let's see what everyone is going to be eager to rip this week. And you know what? You want to read the first one?
Sure. So first off, Wednesday, we have the 2021-22 Panini Don Russ Optic Fast Break Basketball here. You're going to want to keep to peep one autograph and 18 inserts or parallels per box on average. And as always, look out for your rookies such as Cade, Evan, Mobley, Scotty Barnes, Jalen Green, Jalen Suggs, and many more. What about the next one?
Awesome. So next we have Panini Elements Football, the hobby. Here you're going to have one on-card metal auto, one memorabilia card per box, one other auto per box, one base or rookie metal per box, and one base or rookie metal parallel per box. This is also going to give you a look at the new draft class, such as Kenny Pickett, Malik Willis, Chris Olave, Garrett Wilson, and our guy Drake London that we just mentioned. And next, we'll also stick with football. We have 2022 Panini Immaculate Collegiate Football. Here you'll find 4 autographs per box, 1 mem card per box, and 1 base or parallel card per box. This will also feature that new draft class with Pickett and Willis and all them. And then lastly, for Wednesday, we have the 21-22 Upper Deck Artifacts Hockey Hobby Box. Here, there is going to be 3 autos, memorabilia, or Aram cards per box, 1 rookie redemption or clear-cut card per box. Also, you're going to want to be on the lookout for 4 serial numbered cards per box. And also, of course, you got to look out for the rookie cards, Trevor Zegras and Tanner Janot. So get yourself a Zegras card.
Okay.
Yes. So, yeah, you saw the cards on the screen there. They look pretty sweet for artifacts.
You going to get anything?
Probably not. I don't make that much money. Anyways, let's head to our hobby topics for the day. This first one, we're going to head to the Diamond as a Roberto Clemente rookie card recently sold for over $1 million.
Oh, wow.
If I had $1 million, I don't know what I would do. The PSA 9, 1955 Topps of Clemente. Well, actually, I'd probably get my phone fixed. But anyways,
Okay.
The PSA 9, 1955 Topps of Clemente sold for $1,050,000 on the PWCC marketplace. Of 4,735 copies sent into PSA, there have only come back 11 PSA 9s, and just 1 lone soldier has come back at PSA 10. So, I gotta ask, what do you guys think? Do you guys ever wonder how much of a task it must be to keep a card so well preserved?
Oh, so hard.
When it's
1955?
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
So what do you think they do back in 1955 that someone ripped those cards open and they're like, do you put it in a Ziploc? Like, I'm just like, what do you do?
Just put it in a safe?
Yeah.
I mean, it's case.
Back then, they actually, I think...
Dug a hole?
Sort of thing.
Dug a hole and buried it?
Put it between 2 big, pieces of acrylic glass.
Mm-hmm.
That's what the old slabbing used to be, right, Steve? They used to, put these cards between 2 pieces of glass to, keep it flat.
Yeah.
Hopefully keep it from air.
Yeah, because over time the card.
Yeah, it starts to build more.
Yeah.
I suggested digging a hole, but that probably works too.
It's like when you're burying your goldfish or something. You just put it in a box and dig a hole.
Like wrap it, write a note one day.
And now, speaking of baseball.
Oh, yeah, moving on.
Elena, you got a little update for us on our guy, Aaron Judge.
Yeah, I mean, not too exciting, but if you're someone that's going to those Yankee games, and if you watch the Yankees versus the Red Sox game, the Yankees won by those 2 runs. They ended the game early because of rain. But you know what didn't happen this week that many collectors are waiting for? Aaron Judge to hit his 61 and 62nd home run balls. And 62 would be the American League record for most home runs hit in an American League. So first off, we had Rick Probstein of Probstein Auctions a couple weeks ago. He offered up $200,000 cash, not $200, for the ball. Then we had Ken Golden come in the conversation saying, no, I'll give the person $250,000 cash advance on an auction payment exceeding $1 million or more. I know, for a ball. Can we get a grip? It's for a ball. Okay, whatever. Now wait. The president of Memory Lane Auctions, J.P. Cohen, says, I'll top that with $2 million for whoever catches that Aaron Judge number 62 homer. So I think we kind of talked about this on Friday. If it was you catch the ball, right? You're hype, you catch it, and then you're like, oh my God, it's number 62. Are you like ka-ching JP Morgan, $2 million?
Hell yeah.
I know, me too.
I'm selling that immediately.
Would you give it back? Is there anywhere inside you where you're going to say, you know what, Aaron Judge, this is a record. I appreciate you. I'm a Yankees fan. Well, you're not, but someone somewhere.
No. No.
You're like, I'm going to be a millionaire real quick.
Give me my money. Show me the bucks. All right.
I probably would keep it and wait a couple weeks to see if anyone. I mean, the offers are only ever going to go up.
That is true.
What if he never hits one?
Well, that's the other thing we're not talking about. So he hasn't homered in like 5 games.
Yeah.
And I'm starting to think, because you mentioned it on Friday, it's like, what if it doesn't happen? I'm like, oh, that'd be a collapse. And now I'm starting to think about it. It's like, there's like a week left in the year, a week and a half. It's just like.
TikTok.
It could be regular season?
Yeah. Yeah, no.
In a regular season.
Yeah, home
game,
runs.
yeah.
Because I thought the same thing for Pujols with the 700, because it looks like the Cardinals are going to make the playoffs. So I was thinking, oh, maybe Pujols will just hit 700 in the playoffs. Playoff home runs don't count. So
he's got pretty much how many games left to hit?
I want to say they got to have about 10 or so games left.
That's a decent odds.
Yeah.
Hit 2?
I mean, I think it's definitely going to happen. I mean,
Did you
Great
just
tie.
jinx
Just
it?
ties, that's dope.
yeah, I mean, if he ties, that's great. But
Wah, wah, wah. Who wants to tie? Who wants to tie anybody? I want to win. If I was Aaron Judge, I want to win. I want to be winner, chicken dinner.
You heard Coach Buttermaker in the Bad News Bears. Ties kind of like, never mind. I'm not going to say that on the show. Anyways, moving on. Some big news that I'm really excited about. Starting lineup figures are back. Love me some starting lineup figures.
No applause.
Yeah, it was just like, wah, wah, wah. Crickets. Anyways, the old school toys are back. You see them on the screen. There's a Steph Curry one right there. They're new and improved, including, like I just said, Curry, LeBron, Jason Tatum, Ja Morant, Trae Young, Giannis, Joel Embiid, and Luka. Off first glance, these are definitely more modern looking than the old ones.
It's kind of freaky.
I mean, the old ones were just like, you kind of had to look at their jersey to know who the hell the person was. But it's pretty cool. They look a lot more updated. I mean, that's awesome.
That's freaking me out.
I know. It's kind of like,
It's a little creepy.
hopefully, it's a little too close almost.
It's like
but,
he's going to stare at you in your sleep.
but also, just like the starting lineups of old, they come with a card. So I think that's pretty cool as well. And personally,
And an NFT.
Oh, is it?
You get an NFT. I'm pretty sure you get an NFT with a purchase and a special trading card.
Oh, man. That's awesome.
Modern America.
Well, right now, each one is priced for $49.99 on the Fanatics website. And make sure you check those out.
So $50 for an action figure.
Oh, wait. We have an incoming call from a certain Troy LeCastro.
Oh, God. What does he have to say? Hang up on him.
Voicemail.
Hey, you're on the show. So,
You actually answered. I can't believe it.
What do you mean you can't believe it?
I didn't think he was actually going to answer. You guys were in the middle of talking about those beautiful starting lineups.
Thanks for watching, Troy. Even
Aren't you-
on vacay.
Aren't you on vacation, dude?
Yeah, it's my last day. I thought I'd check in with the fans, see how everybody's doing. You know, I was like I was missing out on the fun.
You are. That's
Mine-
just why you don't go on vacation.
My mom said don't answer.
Wow, Mrs. Yarger, I thought we were closer than that. Come on.
Everybody in the chat, make sure you say hi to Troy.
Hi, everybody. I miss you guys.
Yeah,
I'm in South Carolina.
yeah. He'll, are you flying back in the private jet, in a couple days?
Yeah, is Steve in the room? He's probably asking you that, right?
Yep, Steve's right.
Yeah.
Steve's waiting. He's back
He's
there.
probably asking about the private jet. No private this time, with the people, the common.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Get this guy.
What?
Get him off. The
Yeah,
phone.
we gotta go.
The Commons. He's flying Southwest.
That's Delta for your information.
Oh, you're
Delta,
Delta.
excuse me.
Oh, okay.
Oh, hey, listen, I didn't book the flights. Come on. All right, get back. You kids get back to the show,
Yeah.
all right?
Darth Yoda's already telling me to hang up, so I gotta go. Goodbye.
Oh, my God. All right, later, guys. Have fun. Bye, everyone.
Oh, my God.
So there's the second all-time call in on the show. Oh my goodness.
Wow, he's getting love for flying Delta in the chat. Delta for life, someone said.
Where even were we?
I don't even know. Okay, we see the coffee meter, everybody. I'm starting to shake, okay? We got to get this show on the road because...
Troy's mom said hi, Troy. That's awesome. Okay, so where were we? Regroup, David. Regroup.
Okay.
Anyways, as you know, still very early in the season, but fantasy football tensions could be running at an all-time high for people. Just ask Steve and Luke, who Friday got to pick a fantasy squad for the weekend, but Instagram got to decide what teams they had to choose from. So, let's see how their teams turned out. It's Dave, it's Steve, it's Luke. We're going to have a little fun, see who can come up with the best fantasy lineup, but using an Instagram filter.
It's gonna be me. It's easy. Do it.
Raiders,
Devontae Adams, wide receiver 1.
Chargers,
Justin Herbert.
Lions,
Amon-Ra.
Bengals,
Joe Mixon.
Bengals,
Well, I already took Mixon. I gotta take the Bengals tight end. That's Hurst, right? Hayden Hurst.
Seahawks,
Rashad Penny.
Bengals,
Really? Give me Chase.
Packers,
Aaron Rodgers.
Eagles,
Oh man, I wish I could have took Jalen Hurts. Give me Devontae Smith.
Dolphins,
Oh, that sucks. Give me Mostert, I guess.
Saints,
Oh, is Kamara playing? I'll take Kamara.
Raiders.
Darren Waller.
So I did end up totaling these teams up.
Yep.
Because I just had to know. I had to know. Steve was the favorite in the clubhouse after the video went out. Got a lot of love on social for the team he picked. But it was Luke who came away the winner, 73.3 to 56.38. Steve, I'm sorry, man.
Yikes.
You got some love, but the funniest part of the whole video, as we have Steve here now, he's
Hi,
going to be our
guys.
guest for the day. But first, it was Luke's mindset of taking Devontae Smith over AJ Brown that really put him over the top. And you know what's funny, Steve? I don't even know if I told you this, but in the background, like Luke was so lost. He was like, I don't know who to take for Eagles.
I know.
I'm in the background. I'm like, AJ Brown. And he goes, Devontae Smith.
Oh, well, great pick.
Well, Luke told me after, he's like, I completely forgot A.J. Brown was on the Eagles. I go, of course. And, of course, it's Devonta Smith, who goes for, 32 points, 150 yards, and wins.
He basically won it for Luke.
I liked my team too. I mean, no one scored a touch. No one got in the end zone. That was the big issue there. No one wanted to get in the end zone, and the tight end didn't help me.
I think my most surprising take is that you would have Herbert as your quarterback when he has like 3 broken ribs.
Well, the thing was, you gotta, because when you're doing the Instagram filter, right, you're only filling like 6 spots.
Yeah, true.
When you get a team with a good quarterback, you gotta go for it. And I assumed he was going to play. And against the Jaguars, it's like, oh, he should put up points.
Right.
That's what everyone
But the Jaguars are a whole nother story this year now.
I know.
Whole nother story. But yeah, I took Herbert because I didn't want to, wide receiver's so deep. You want to leave those spots open.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't really trust Eckler too much
No,
right
who
now.
does?
Yeah, he just
Who
hasn't been
does?
great. So I was like, I'll get Herbert out of the way. If he plays, he plays. If he doesn't, then I already lost.
Yeah.
But hey, he played and I still lost.
Yeah, so
there
it
you go.
didn't even matter. Next up, we're going to continue with the Week 3 trend, and what a slate of games it was. I'm saying that through my teeth as an angry Bills fan. As always, on the last few Mondays, we're going to go through and pick a couple guys who really stood out to us and talk about them from the perspective of the hobby. So we have Steve here, the expert in the field.
So I'll go first.
Might be Luke now. It might be Luke now, guys.
I'll go first because mine is very, very simple.
Okay.
Sell Mac Jones.
Who?
Just sell Mac.
Who in their right
Get rid of
mind?
your Mac stuff. Sell it for as much as you possibly can.
I mean, and it's tough with the injury, right?
Yeah.
Leaving the game late with the injury. I will say, before he left the game, he showed things that I have never seen out of Mac Jones before. He kind of created his own plays against the Ravens a little bit. He was rolling out of the pocket. He was making some throws, and he's doing this with a very pedestrian kind of receiving core around him. But yeah, the injury's tough, and that's kind of been the theme of this 2021 quarterback class has been.
I think it was
dealing with the injuries.
I think it was because of his dance.
Yeah. Hey, that was a good dance.
I saw it on Twitter. Someone called it the Yankee Doodle slide, and I couldn't stop laughing all day. Well, if we're talking about the hobby, I just searched Mac Jones rookie card on eBay. Okay, so yesterday, 501 were sold for $32.92. Today, 225 have sold for $71.26.
He went up.
It might be time to sell, though, if you're not believing him. He has a high ankle sprain right now.
Yeah.
How many weeks is that?
That could be half the season.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm saying I'll agree with you. Sell Mac Jones right now. You'll get your money back. $71. You can go out, get a little dinner.
Yeah, I mean, it's the classic
barbell.
buy
Go to
low,
barbell for
buy
something.
low, sell high, right? Too.
Right.
Even if you're still a believer in Mac Jones, it's just you can sell him now, and then he's going to go back down because when the guys don't play, they go down a little bit. We've seen Lance dip. We've seen Zach Wilson dip because of injuries. I expect the same for Mac Jones, but I will say before he got hurt in the Ravens game, one of the most impressive games I've seen of Mac Jones probably throughout his career. And it wasn't like eye-popping statistics. It was just more so what he did on the field. He was creating his own plays. He was moving outside of the pocket. Stuff that you kind of want to see going forward for these quarterbacks. Because as we see with the class before Mac Jones' class, guys are starting to take the next step.
Yeah. Yeah,
Now,
absolutely.
Elena, I know you had a couple guys you wanted to talk about.
I gotta get on the T-Law train, and I've been dodging that train for the last year and a half.
You might be light.
But after the performance against the Chargers, someone who I would put Justin Herbert above Trevor Lawrence, and granted, Herbert was hurt, so he's not at 100%. But to blow, what was the score? 38 to 10. That is a blowout. So Trevor Lawrence, let me bring up his stats. He had 3 passing touchdowns, 262 yards, and 28 out of 39 completions.
Yeah, no, he's been fantastic, and this is with Christian Kirk as his number 1 receiver. The biggest thing I think I'd say about Trevor Lawrence is I watched him his entire college career at Clemson. He was a phenomenal quarterback there.
Oh, yeah.
He's an athlete, too. He hasn't really ran much in the NFL, but he's also a very, very good athlete. And it was kind of a situation of he's in a really bad spot with Jacksonville last year. Everyone knew that. A lot of people gave up on him. But the nice thing about Trevor Lawrence, he was the number 1 overall pick, so he still kind of had that hype. But now you're going to see it's going to get out of control for Trevor Lawrence because now he's going to put the performance with his hype, with the name Trevor Lawrence, and we're just going to see his prices skyrocket, and I think it's well-deserved to skyrocket. It almost reminds me, and I don't want to say they are comparable teams, but if you remember last year, a quarterback who had hype, first overall pick, Joe Burrow, right?
Love me
He
some
dealt with a
Burr.
little bit of an injury. He wasn't in a great situation with the Bengals. And then all of a sudden, after being predicted to be last in the division or second to last, the Bengals defense starts playing very, very well,
So wait.
exceeding expectations. Burrow's on the rise, and then they went to the Super Bowl last year.
Are you saying?
No, I'm not saying the Jags are going to the Super Bowl, but what I'm saying right now is that there is a lot of good plays happening for the Jaguars. Their defense is exceeding expectations.
No,
They
absolutely.
shut out the Colts. They allowed 10 to the Chargers. Regardless if you think, Herbert is fully healthy or not, they still held the Chargers to 10 points. And now you got Trevor Lawrence, who is looking like the number 1 overall pick. It just seems, it's really weird because if we had this conversation last year, right, 3 weeks into the season, I would be like, forget about the Bengals. It's a fluke. They're not going to last. And I think that's what the public opinion is with the Jaguars right now. But as we've seen, guys, the AFC South's wide open.
Yeah.
Anyone can win the
100%.
AFC South. Trevor Lawrence, even if they don't make a deep playoff run, if he can just get that division this year, in year 2, that's really, really going to blow up his value.
Well, his value right now, today, as of this morning, 607 cards sold for his rookie card, sold for around $108. And yesterday, it was 65.
Yeah. And
So
I don't think we're surprised by that,
No,
right? Because
no.
I'm not surprised. That's a big win. No one really expected the Jags to go into LA and not just beat the Chargers, but embarrass them.
Yeah.
He's been incredible.
do you think if Herbert was 100% healthy that it would have been a different story? Or do you think Trevor Lawrence is that guy? He can beat Herbert.
Herbert can't play defense. The
Yeah.
Chargers
That's
still
right.
allowed 38 points.
Yeah.
Maybe field position changes a little bit and the Jags don't score as much. But Herbert can't play defense. The Chargers,
Don't the
I thought, were a top 10, top 5 defense this
that's
year.
what I was just gonna
With a
ask.
very good pass rush. They added Khalil Mack. You have a healthy Bosa. You have a healthy Derwin James. But Trevor Lawrence shredded them. And like I said, this is with Christian Kirk as your number 1 receiving option.
Zay
Why,
Jones.
why do you say
Zay
it like
Jones.
that? Why do you call it? I have Christian Kirk in my fantasy
Oh, I'm
team.
not saying anything bad about Kirk. I'm saying he was kind of an afterthought for the Cardinals. Now he goes to the Jags.
And he's balling.
Yeah, he's been balling. Zay Jones, been balling. James Robinson, been balling. Everyone's been playing well around Trevor Lawrence. Evan Ingram even playing pretty decent with him. Once they actually get legitimate weapons on this team, the sky's the limit for Lawrence. And like I said, too, Lawrence is another guy who can make his own plays. He can run. He hasn't done that yet in the NFL, but he's someone I think when he needs to, he'll be able to.
Yeah. I mean, fact of the matter is, yesterday was just a straight ass whipping
For everybody.
for.
Can you imagine
Chargers.
being Patrick Mahomes and having Matt Ryan walk? It was at the Colts, right? The Chiefs
Yeah,
were,
yeah.
Who would have thought? And I said that on your break last
you
week. I was
did.
like, imagine that.
You
And
did.
here we are.
And here we
Is
are.
this a dream?
It's crazy, right?
3 of the best teams in football lost yesterday.
So that's why, as a Bills fan, I don't really feel as bad. Is that
No,
bad?
and I don't think you should. You
I
should.
thought we put up a fight.
Yeah.
I
it's
mean,
Let me go cry in the
with
bathroom.
practice squad guys, but
120-degree clocked heat.
yes.
I know.
That's
120
another. I
degrees.
can
Like,
rant
are you
about that.
serious?
I can rant.
That's
Should we talk about the Bills game?
I'll talk about the Bills game
in a little bit.
In a
In
little.
a little bit. You wanna,
Order-
okay, well,
I gotta.
we'll ease into it,
We
right?
gotta-
I don't know
Yeah.
if you saw this, but my phone broke. I'm already angry
Yeah,
enough
yeah,
this
yeah.
morning.
See, we
so.
also got to tease ahead to our potential Thursday thing. Yeah, we'll talk about that.
Chat's
yeah.
been asking for it.
Well, they're gonna.
Chat's been demanding it.
Ask and you shall receive.
Yeah, well, I
It's
think
gonna
we
be
might have to.
unhinged.
Well, I think we
Unhinged.
did okay from the games we discussed. There were some upsets that we did not predict.
Yeah, no.
There were some upsets that shocked me, but yeah, it was a crazy week. I think
was.
we have to talk about a couple of quarterbacks,
Mm-hmm.
starting with Jalen Hurts.
Oh, we're gonna get to Jalen Hurts, but
He's
first
something.
off, I just want to put you on the spot.
Yeah, of
Once,
course.
thanks again for coming on the
Of
show.
course.
I appreciate it. So you, John, Pete, Luke,
Yeah.
everyone has been pulling heat in the lounge. How have the hits been for you guys lately?
They've been good. Overall, we had a basketball mixer. I know it's not football, but we had a basketball countdown to the season mixer where we pulled some really nice cards. A Ja Morant to 13, a Josh Giddey Photon rated rookie, which is a huge card there. A Jokic auto. The football hits have been your classics, you want to get the quarterbacks, right? Gold Standard came out. We saw Kenny Pickett, RPA. We saw Malik Willis, RPA. And these are guys, especially in the hobby, that you want to kind of think of going forward. There's a lot of quarterbacks. I think this is the deepest the quarterbacks have ever been in the NFL. There's so many exciting young ones. And you see here with some of the clips, it's not just the most recent year of cards we're going for, right? Everyone's chasing 2021 class, 2020 class, which we'll get to the 2020 class, the 2018, right? Even 2017, if someone just wants to go broke to try to get Mahomes, right? Mahomes or bust. It's been a lot of fun. You see as well the Garrett Wilsons. We've seen so many really good receivers the past 3 years. Been getting a lot of those. And, of course, my favorite hit, which was baseball related, the one I don't get speechless too often, the Ohtani booklet I pulled a couple weeks ago out of Inception. That left me speechless.
Yeah, that was sick.
That one left me speechless.
Now, you guys were pulling some older...
Ohtani booklet, right there. That one right there, because I didn't know who it was, because we saw it was a thick pack out of Inception, and you can see, the booklet, it kind of turns, and I was like, oh,
you're
I don't know
you're
who that
starting
is.
Shaking.
And I saw the booklet, and you can turn to the back, it'll say the player's name, but I was like, I don't want to do that. We're going to open it at the same time, and that was the last thing I expected. I thought we were going to see a rookie booklet, right? Maybe the number to 99, Ohtani to 2. That might be my favorite hit I've ever gotten in the lounge. The lounge has been heating up the past couple weeks.
Did we tell the chat what I just purchased and got my hands on?
That might beat all the hits we got in the lounge.
Okay, are you guys ready? I decided to start my card collection this weekend, and I have purchased a score-graded Joe Flacco rookie card. Are we so excited? I spent
BGS 9.5.
Yeah. I will be the guest whenever this comes in. I can bring up my email. I've been tracking this vehemently. I've been tracking this like it's my life depends on it.
Shout out PG. He's just trying to make ends meet.
Yeah, I'm just trying to support Joe Flacco. I know he struggles because he's making a mere $52 million, so his family's in poverty, and I just really want to help him out. So.
And I think all profit goes to Joe Flacco, right?
100% of score cards all go to Joe Flacco.
And now how much did you spend on that card that goes to Joe Flacco?
I spent $13 and $4.
So there you go, Joe Flacco. Get yourself a nice lunch.
I'll get you you can do 2 Wendy's Biggie bags.
Oh!
Get a couple 4-for-4s in there.
I think that's 3 4-for-4s plus tax.
Get a Wendy's baked potato or something.
Oh, so good. Are we going to talk about lunch?
No, we're not.
Tomorrow's Arby's Tuesday.
Stevens has already given me the lunch look.
Arby's Tuesday.
We're not talking about food this early.
Yeah,
okay.
no can do. But going back to football, it's very early, but is there any player right now you would seriously consider buying heavy on right now?
Buying heavy is a tough phrase because I'm more of a buy low, sell high. And with football especially, it's a quarterback-driven hobby, right? The receivers, they'll have their value. The running backs will have their value, but it's quarterback-driven. It's a quarterback-driven hobby. So you want to look at quarterbacks, and I know if you're in here, you're going to love me for this, that... everyone's kind of sleeping on. Zach Wilson might be someone you might sneak in on. And here are my reasons.
Buy low, yeah.
My reasons, I think, are valid. He has one of the best, I think, weapons around him of any of the young quarterbacks. Garrett Wilson has looked like a legitimate number 1 receiver in the NFL. Elijah Moore is great. Corey Davis, a good veteran. You have Breece Hall and Michael Carter in the backfield. That's 5 playmakers right there.
You already said Breece Hall. I was going to say.
The Jets have been... not as bad as people think. Even with Flacco, they got to win with Flacco. They don't look great against the Bengals, but that's mainly because of Flacco. Zach Wilson in there. I know, I'm sorry. Zach Wilson in there, I think, can really help his cause. And we've seen how Trevor Lawrence has shot up in year 2. Zach Wilson struggled a little bit in year 1, but he's had some flashes of, he can be a good player. Now you have someone who's coming back from an injury, Maybe not this week, maybe the next week, but it should be soon.
I forget about him.
They're going to give him the keys and let him do what he wants in that office because the Jets really don't have many expectations this year.
Right.
It's not like, we got to make the playoffs, a boom or bust year. It's like we want to see what we have out of this quarterback we invested a lot of draft capital in. He has a bunch of tools to succeed. I kind of like Zach Wilson. I think he's a buy low potential player right now. And, I could come out here and tell you, Trevor Lawrence, Jalen Hurts, they look great. Of course they look great, but their value's kind of already adjusted a little bit.
Right.
Now, if it's a long-term solution and you think maybe one of those guys down the road will get a Super Bowl or something or become a consistent playoff team, then I would advise Jalen Hurts is not a bad idea, but we've seen how much his cards have jumped up already. I think if you want to sneak in, Zach Wilson's one, and then I'm going to give you a Stevie's deep sleeper here. Kyle Trask. Maybe not this year, maybe not even next year, but Tom Brady doesn't look like Tom Brady. It's only been 3 games. I'm not going to overreact, but he does not look like
That's what happened when you go through a
the
divorce.
greatest quarterback of all time. Kyle Trask has been learning behind Brady.
Which isn't bad.
Which is a good thing. That's a good guy to
it's
learn
great.
under, I would assume.
Yes.
And when Brady leaves, if it's the end of this year or maybe next year, who knows? But when he leaves, doesn't mean Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, they're going anywhere. He'll still have 2 very good receivers, even if Julio's gone. He'll still have 2. Godwin and Evans, probably top 20 receivers in the NFL.
Right.
Leonard Fournette's there. They have a pretty good defense. It's a good situation. So that's a deep one if you're just thinking, hey, maybe buy a guy cheap, take a couple chances, Kyle Trask. But Zach Wilson's someone I think you could sneak in on right now.
And now, to counter that, is there anyone, if you own them, sell immediately?
I personally thought the hype for Trey Lance was a little out of control.
Yeah.
I think he was regarded as probably the second best quarterback from the 2021 class in terms of hobby value after Trevor Lawrence. And granted, there's a lot of potential with Lance, right? Athletic ability, he can run, he's got a strong arm, but we just haven't seen it yet. And now he's going to be out for the year with another injury. That's just another setback. I think, and I know his prices dipped a little bit after the injury, like expected how they would.
Right.
I just thought the hype got a little bit out of control. I think he's someone right now I wouldn't feel too bad about selling off. Not saying he's going to be a bad quarterback, but we haven't seen it yet, and now he's hurt again. So I think
never understood the Trey Lance hype regardless. You have Jimmy G who got you to an NFC championship last year, and then you're just going to write off Jimmy G and try to ride on the Lance train?
Well, what's kind of funny too, Elena, is that after Trey Lance got hurt, the 49ers' odds to win the Super Bowl were shortened. So it was basically the odds makers saying the 49ers have a better chance to get to the Super Bowl, win a Super Bowl with Jimmy G than Trey Lance. Now, that could be because maybe Lance is inexperienced. He's still young, right? Raw talent. But, yeah, it just feels like, I don't know, everyone just sees Trey Lance and they're like, oh, it's a guy coming from a smaller school. He's super athletic, strong arm. They're just thinking in their head, Josh Allen. But I don't know if we're going to see another Josh Allen type
I think
player.
Jalen Hurts is as close as you can get to a Josh Allen similar type of player, in my opinion. I just like the way Hurts conducts himself on the football field.
Yeah.
So, let's move on. Okay, here's a question for you. Is Trubinsky's slow start only building into the Pickett hype? Sorry, I know I say his name, but we know how I feel about
I'm
Mitchie.
sorry, Elena, but yes. I've been wanting to see Kenny Pickett from the start. I loved him at Pittsburgh. I thought the biggest knock on Kenny Pickett coming into the draft class was small hands, right? Small hands Pickett is what they would call him.
I can't believe that's...
But I really like Kenny Pickett. He's another guy, sneaky athletic. He makes a lot of great throws on the run. And you talk about a good situation to go into. Deontay Johnson, Chase Claypool, George Pickens. Those are good receivers. Pat Freiermuth, great tight end.
Yeah.
Their offensive line is getting better than it was last year, and a fantastic defense. Trubisky, he should be on his way out. He's a great backup. That's what I'll say for you, Elena. He's a great backup. But the Steelers are another team, too. They can make the playoffs.
Absolutely.
I think they can make the playoffs with their roster. I think you throw Kenny Pickett in there because
Do you think they have a better chance over the Ravens if you throw Kenny Pickett in there to make them playoffs or being at the top of that division?
I think they could compete with the Ravens, definitely. I think they could compete for that division. I just think we've seen Trubisky at this point. We know what he is. Let's see what Kenny Pickett can do. And I know you don't want to throw – I know the new thing is you don't want to throw a rookie QB right into the fire, right? You want them to sit and learn a little bit. But sometimes you
need a jolt.
Steelers fans are impatient, too. You need a little jolt, a little –
Just wait.
We've seen their offense. It's been so – pedestrian, so slow. There's no explosive plays. Kenny Pickett would give that excitement. And I think the hype around Kenny Pickett right now is starting to build because everyone sees how poor Trubisky is. But as soon as the Steelers announce, Kenny Pickett, maybe he starts this week or he's practicing with the starters, that's when the hype blows up.
I start to pick it.
So you want to beat that hype.
And believe me, I have a bunch of friends that are Steeler fans.
And they all want them.
They were clowning their own offense. They were like, this is like a high school offense. Like it's pedestrian.
And
but
what makes no sense is
what is happening? We love Mitchie here.
No. We love Mitch as a person. He's a great backup, but the Steelers have too many weapons for their offense to have like no explosive plays, to be averaging less than like 2 touchdowns a game.
Yeah.
You have Najee Harris, you have Deontay Johnson, you have Chase Claypool, George Pickens, Frymouth. Use them.
And
throw the rookie in there, see what you got.
And that's the other thing too is Mitch's inability to get anything downfield is hurting Najee Harris as well.
Yes.
Because now everyone's just planning for the run because he's their big explosive playmaker.
Yep.
And now Najee's stock is also taking a hit.
Yeah.
And his stats are taking a hit. Like, I thought Najee could possibly lead the NFL in rushing yards this year. I told you that at lunch a couple days ago. That's not going to happen.
Well, it's a classic 8 men in the box only playing a single high safety because there's no threat for the deep ball. Right. And as soon as you have a threat for the deep ball, then you have to honor it. Then you have to take a few guys out of the box or play 2 high safeties.
Yep.
And that gives Najee a lot more running rooms. But right now, teams can just stack the box with 8 guys, have their 2 corners on the outside, and play a single high safety. And no, Mitch isn't even going to – not even that he's going to be able to do it. He's just not even attempting to throw the ball further than 5-10 yards down the field. It's like Big Ben last year all over again.
But do you think that's Mitch's fault? I mean, it has to be someone calling the shots, right? Like, it's the offensive coordinator.
You could blame
Mike Tomlin.
You could blame play calling for a little bit of it.
Right.
I'm fine with that. There are a lot of times where I look at NFL play calling. I'm like, what are you doing? But also, too, Mitch could make the play calling limited just based on what he's able to do.
I just wish the best for Mitchie. I really want him to be a starter somewhere.
So speaking of Pickett and this rookie class, real quick, obviously this year's quarterback class wasn't as hyped as years prior.
Right.
So aside from Pickett, which rookie would you really think about investing in? Because this is a weird one where I would say the wide receivers are possibly more hyped than the quarterbacks.
Yeah, it's weird because I don't think we've seen the hobby adjust to the wide receivers yet. We've kind of seen in real life people adjust. We've seen the fantasy community adjust to the value of wide receivers. The hobby is still going to always be quarterback driven. Even as good as wide receivers are, they're going to be, a little bit of a backseat. Jamar Chase had a phenomenal year, right? But he's still behind the quarterbacks in 2021. Same with Jefferson in 2020. So I like a couple wideouts. Garrett Wilson, you guys know how much I love Garrett Wilson. I talk about him every time I'm on stream. And Drake London have been great so far this year. But if you're talking about, invest, Malik Willis, Tennessee Titans.
That's the future.
I think that's the future in Tennessee.
That's the future.
Malik Willis, you talk about the hype Trey Lance got of being an athletic guy with a strong arm. That's Malik Willis for you.
When I went to the Bills game and Malik came in at the third quarter after that torrential downpour of ass whipping, but when I saw Malik Willis, it was honestly awesome to see him because he was running around in the pocket, and I'm like, okay, that's a quarterback, a new quarterback that's adjusting to the new wave of how quarterbacks have to be. We've talked about this before. The days are gone where a quarterback can just sit in the pocket and throw the ball. Right. You have to be dynamic and be able to run. So I think I'm with you on that. The Malik Willis, I think everyone's sleeping on him because Tannehill is just a little brat and won't get out of the way. But
she says that about Tannehill, but with Mitch, it's like, oh no, you gotta give Mitch.
Everyone be nice to Mitchie. Let him start.
No, but yeah, I think that's a great point. Malik Willis can create his own plays, right? And we know what Tannehill is at this point. He's just kind of there until the Titans are ready. Malik Willis is ready. And Derrick Henry's getting old. I know he had a good game this week, but he's getting old.
Yeah.
I think it's going to change a little bit in Tennessee. Malik Willis is someone I think you could get pretty cheap right now, who maybe he never becomes that guy, but he has the potential to be kind of similar to a Jalen Hurts.
Absolutely.
Where he can run a lot. He can run 15 times because he's a big, strong guy, but he's also very quick, elusive runner, and he's got a pretty good arm on him. And he was slept on a little bit because he went to Liberty. Not a lot of people watched him in college.
Right.
So Malik Willis is someone I think definitely for this year's class, because there's a lot of receivers I love, but it's a quarterback-driven market. It's a quarterback hobby.
Do you think it'll change one day? Where the hobby switches?
No,
You don't
I think
so.
it's not for football.
Why?
Because quarterbacks are by far the most important position on the football field. We've seen that. And we've seen examples in the past 10, 15 years of guys at different positions who are incredible, but they never have the hobby love that QBs do. Everyone wants the quarterbacks, and I think that's just how it's going to continue to be.
I mean, Troy and I have talked about this a bunch where people want offensive players. Like Micah Parsons, defensive rookie of the year, unbelievable player, dirt cheap for cards.
Yes.
And it's incredible. I mean, you can also look at a guy like TJ Watt. TJ Watt, unbelievable, dirt cheap cards.
Talk about Aaron Donald. I know I'm the Rams guy. I'm like, oh, Steve's biased here, the Rams. But Aaron Donald, considered one of the best defensive players of all time.
Yeah, no, you can't argue that.
Will never get close to the hobby value.
In the end,
of some of the offensive
In the end,
players.
people want the sexy stats. They want the touchdowns, which quarterbacks are either throwing them or running them in. So they're the ones that are possessing more of the sexy stats. Like, yeah, people like wide receivers. But, they are scoring touchdowns. Like Chase had a bunch of hype we were talking about. You look at running backs. Running backs are kind of low on the totem pole because it's just people want the quarterbacks.
And that's why I think it's only going to be higher on the quarterbacks, because you talked about receivers are coming up. Well, who's throwing them the ball? It's the quarterbacks.
Quarterback, yep.
We're not seeing the workhorse running backs anymore, so it's really becoming quarterback dependent on almost everything. And you talked about it, Elena. Right now in the NFL, quarterbacks have to make their own plays. You can't be a pocket passer anymore. You have to be mobile. You have to run around, and that only increases their own value because they're making their own plays.
So 2 more before we get into our break.
Of course.
I got to ask, because I know you wanted to talk about these guys. The 2020 class of QBs, kind of circling around. It was always Burrow and everybody, but now you got Tua, and now you got Jalen. Are they getting ground?
I am so excited for the next couple weeks to just watch the prices of Jalen Hurts.
Yeah.
Because the Eagles, I believe now, are the 3rd shortest odds to win the Super Bowl. So they're playing great as a team. They're one of the only 3 undefeated NFL teams still remaining. And Jalen Hurts has turned into everything the Eagles could have hoped for and more. The biggest knock on Hurts coming out of college was he doesn't really have the deep throw accuracy, and he has changed that. They brought in a number 1 wide receiver with A.J. Brown, and it has made Jalen Hurts a weapon. He's no longer just like, oh, he's good in fantasy because he runs. No, this guy's a weapon. He runs like Lamar Jackson. He throws like some of the best quarterbacks in the NFL, and he's in a great situation to succeed. A great offensive line in front of him. A very good defense. Now he's got 2 legitimate number 1 receivers, Devonta Smith and A.J. Brown. Guys, if in the chat, if you have any 2020 NFL products sealed, hold on to it. Don't open it. Yeah. Don't get the itch to rip. Don't be like, oh, I can get a Tua, I can get a Hurts. Hold on, because we are going to see 2020 prices skyrocket. Because as you said, David, I don't think it's a order 1 through 4. It may be a 1A, 1B, 2A, 2B situation, but we have Herbert, Burrow, Tua, and Jalen Hurts all in the same class.
Buy it now.
It's going to be hey, if you want to buy it now, I am more than welcome to buy it now, because I think right now it would be the lowest you're going to get it for the next at least 3-4 years. It's 2020 product is only going to go up.
The more Tua keeps performing, the more that is going. And Jalen Hurts, the more they keep winning, it's going to go up. So
you know what's funny too? I saw a stat this morning. Tua has the best record of any of the quarterbacks in that class. Out of Burrow, Herbert, Jalen Hurts, and Tua. Tua is the leader for win-loss record, which is crazy because everyone kind of considers him the fourth best QB in that class, right? Burrow went to the Super Bowl last year. Herbert just has the physical tools to just be a superstar, and he's shown it last year. I know he was a little hurt against the Jaguars, but I'm not going to take that away from him.
Yeah.
He's a stud.
Oh, yeah.
Jalen Hurts has turned into pretty much a Lamar Jackson 2.0.
Pretty much.
And Tua, he's just winning games, and now he's got two weapons at his disposal. This QB class, and it's crazy too, because outside of the quarterbacks, Justin Jefferson's in this class. Jonathan Taylor's in this class.
Jay Jetta has been quiet in the last couple of games.
He has, but Jefferson and Taylor are, I don't think anyone can debate top 5 at their respective positions.
Absolutely.
And they're afterthoughts in this class.
Yeah.
The 2020 class is insane. And these 4 quarterbacks, I just can't wait to see what these boxes are going to go for going forward, because it's no longer, we got a silver Tua, right?
Right. Now
we got a silver Tua. So you have 4 legitimate quarterbacks to chase. I am very excited to see what this 2020 class is going to do for the hobby. Because I don't think we've seen a class with 4 quarterbacks that have the ceiling that all 4 of these guys have.
Yeah.
So do we even rip the Dolphins-Bills Band-Aid off, or
we can rip it off a little bit?
I don't even know what I want to say.
Just real quick, I just looked it up. Another quarterback that I forgot was in that class that we have literally never seen much of, Jordan Love.
I know.
But I just throwing it. I was like,
is Davis Mills in that class too?
No,
he's
he was the Lawrence. He was the
Oh.
Lawrence.
Watch Jordan Love pull a Aaron Rodgers, and after sitting the bench for like 4 years, right, when Rodgers finally leaves, the Packers just find another franchise quarterback for 15 years. I'm not gonna go that far. I was never a huge Jordan Love fan.
Me either.
But you know what? If Jordan Love busts, I think the other quarterbacks make up for it.
Yeah.
in that
100%.
product.
Yeah.
100%. So yeah,
The Bills Band-Aid.
Bills Band-Aid.
What are our overall thoughts, Steve, as an unbiased?
Unbiased. You know I'm always unbiased. Always, chat. Always unbiased. We have to be realistic here, right? The Bills had both their starting safeties out. There was injuries galore on both sides of the ball for them. Gabe Davis was playing, but kind of limited, right?
Yeah.
You have injuries to the O-line. Ed Oliver didn't play. You still don't have your number 1 shutdown corner in Trey White, and it was a 2-point game. Milano dropped what would have been a pick six and probably wins the game there.
Yeah.
I have to give the Dolphins a little bit of credit because I think the Dolphins have surprised a lot of people. I don't think anyone really expected them on 3-0. Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle combo has been lethal.
But Tyreek was quiet.
He was quiet.
So that proves the Dolphins don't need him, truthfully, to make those big plays, because he really didn't have any big plays. What do you have, 59 yards or something?
Nothing crazy, but the biggest thing about having guys with that type of game-breaking speed is the defense has to respect it. So it's, even if Tyreek's not getting his stats, it's going to allow other guys to get open underneath. Jalen Waddle. Chase Edmonds had a good game. It just allows a lot more flexibility on the offensive side of the ball when you have some type of game-breaking speed playmaker like a Tyreek Hill. So I got to give the Dolphins credit.
Yeah.
It was a very impressive win. But Bills fans, I love you, Bills fans, but the sky's not falling. I saw a lot of overreactions on Twitter. The sky's not falling. You're still the favorites to win the Super Bowl at 4-1. You still have one of, if not the best quarterback in the NFL, in Josh Allen. It's going to be okay.
Relax.
I know it's a division loss and it's tough. Deep breath.
Relax.
I'm fine.
Everything's going to be fine.
Okay, we want to do really quick, just 1, 2, 3 Super Bowl predictions. Go.
Bills, Bucks.
Oh.
I got to switch it up. I don't want to be the only one who's, you're going to say Bills too. So I'm going to go Ravens against, let's do another 2020 going to the Super Bowl. Ravens, Eagles.
I agree on the Eagles. I think Bills, Eagles. And I said that last week.
I think you did say that.
I'm gonna ride that train.
Okay, yeah, might as well ride it. There's no reason not to. I think they're the favorite and the third favorite to win the Super Bowl. So both in great spots.
Now, another sport I know you like is basketball.
Oh, yeah.
You want to stick around for our Chronicles break?
Yeah, of course.
Awesome.
You got a box cutter?
Yeah, you know what? We are going to rip 21-22 Chronicles, but I seem to be missing something.
David, every good breaker has a box cutter on them. All right, chat.
I've seen it.
Oh, that was That was great. I love that one.
That was smooth. I'm not gonna.
That was
lie.
good. You were like, felt the pockets. You're like, this is what I get paid.
I never leave home without a box cutter.
You go to the airport with a
Yeah,
box
I might get in trouble if I go to the airport or other places, but I'll just tell them I'm a breaker. They're like, oh, you're good.
Oh, you're good.
Yeah, you're
right
good.
through. Actually, no TSA. Just go. You're cleared.
All right, we ready? We ready to rip here?
The coffee. It's really flowing.
Oh man.
Now, you
Just
want to talk
another-
about a fun and deep rookie class? You're
This
looking
one.
at it.
Yep, right
You're
here.
looking at it. Outside of the guys on the cover, too, you got Franz Wagner, DeSumo, Chris Duarte, Davion Mitchell. There's so many big names to chase in this product.
Do you want to sit here and open it? Because I feel. Are you
no.
sure?
I'll let you guys open.
All right, well,
I
I
did my fair share of breaking this
Oh.
past week. I'll be doing again this week. I want to see you guys
Okay.
open up this product.
Left or right?
Left.
Left. Okay.
Left. Here we go.
And nose to her.
Here we
Oh my
go.
God, are we excited, chat?
We're
This
so
is my first
excited.
break besides Trivia Tuesday.
So guys, who's gonna win it? Who's gonna win the pack war today? Is it me, or is Elena going to get her first W on the show? Let me set her up here. I don't know. I think Elena. I have terrible luck when it comes to this. Here, let me. You guys want me to go first?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go.
Might as well.
Here we go.
Oh, chat's saying Elena. 4 straight
Here
for
we go.
Elena.
Oh.
5 straight. Oh, no, David.
They love me. Oh, there's a David.
Yeah.
Wah, wah, wah.
Appreciate that, Chelsea.
All right. All right. A little Zion. Prestige. Prestige worldwide. Wide. RJ Barrett. Chronicles. Jalen Green, rookie. Absolute.
Nice.
Little Cade Chronicles. Our good friend, the Divider.
My least favorite insert, this spacer.
Got Ja Morant, Hometown Heroes. Jalen Green, rookie. Crusade.
a pretty nice
again. And then we got a Giannis. Oh, there's one more.
Uh-oh.
And a Cade.
And a Cade. Another
good.
Cade rookie.
Couple nice rookies there. Jalen Green and Cade.
Do you want to go, Tyler, what would be easier? You want to go back and forth, or you just want me to do my 3?
Pro-
Back and forth.
Okay, we'll go back and forth.
All right.
A mini pack wars.
The
right?
chat can't make fun of me. I'm missing a nail.
Oh, no.
I know. It's ugly. I know.
Whatever will she do?
Ooh.
Wait.
Chat. Ask
can't-
Elena where her nail is.
I was putting on a sock and it ripped off and I screamed. Okay. Jalen Green. Oh my God. Franz Wagner.
Franz Wagner.
Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Giannis
Oh,
Antetokounmpo.
close enough.
That's pretty good. That wasn't bad, though.
Good.
James Bucknight.
Book night.
Look at you. You're like a big basketball fan. Quentin
am.
Grimes.
There you go.
Okay. That's pretty, right? We like a pretty card, guys.
This might be a tough name.
Okay. DeMontis Sabonis.
Sabonis.
Very close.
This
Very
is my
close.
experience in news. I just had to Franz Wagner.
Franz.
And we have a Cade. Why is he's real popular, isn't
Nice
he?
Cade. Yeah, first
Yeah,
overall
he was
pick.
the number 1 pick of this, what was it, 2021?
Look at me, know nothing about basketball.
Very solid. Very solid pulls.
Okay.
You guys like the
Cade Cunningham?
guys like the 101 I pulled?
Wow.
Wow.
David
National
Yager,
treasure,
101.
David, yeah, that's almost as good as my stick figure rated rookie 101. If Dart's in the chat, he still has it. He still has the 101 rated rookie.
All right. Oh, good Lord. Zion.
Mm-hmm.
Zach LaVine. Austin Reeves. I actually like Austin Reeves. Ooh.
Wow,
Another
he's
Cade.
just
We're getting
he
a
is
lot of
just
Cades.
everywhere.
Plates and patches. Cade. Sorry, I'm out of the picture. Is it focusing up?
That's a nice one there.
Yep. Out of 49.
There you
right
go.
there.
Real nice low number Cade.
Sweet.
Love to see that, right?
And then Zaire Williams, rookie. Josh Giddey, one of
Josh
my
Giddey.
favorite rookies.
Giddy on up.
And then Ja Morant.
Okay.
Very solid. Nice Cade there.
Oh,
Giddey
and
was
I
out
missed
of
one.
Phoenix.
I
You
missed
missed
one.
one.
Steph Curry.
All right. Ooh.
Can't miss Steph
All the
Curry.
girls love Steph Curry.
Like the last two have been stuck to each other. It's so annoying.
Yeah.
I can't open these packs to save my life today.
Yeah, TJ, I know.
What?
They made fun of my signature.
Someone in the chat said I won't be a hand model. Just you wait till tomorrow. I get my nails done again. So let's just all relax. Nemus Quanta? Queta?
Nemus Keita.
Keita.
Oh, yeah.
Cameron Thomas. Oops. Isaiah Todd. Josh Christopher. Who is this? Jock Landale.
Jock Landale. Oh, we got an auto, it looks like.
Do I
boy.
tease the chat?
Well, they can read
How do
the
we do
name.
this? Okay, Brandon Boston Jr. I'm moving on. Okay.
Elena's still learning, everybody. Cut her some slack.
Ooh,
Oh, we're teasing still.
Brandon Boston.
Teasing still.
It's Tiles
I'm
Murner.
sweating. I'm wearing a Miles Turner.
Miles Turner.
Nice. Do we see it? Chat?
Airborne.
Nice auto there. Solid shooting big man. Actually plays really
74
good
of
defense.
149.
Nice.
Nice.
He's someone, too, be on the lookout, could get traded to a contending team at some point this season. I would not be
There was
surprised.
all that talk about him going to like the Lakers.
Lakers, Milwaukee, maybe. There's a lot of teams that could use a Miles Turner.
All right. And then, all right, Austin Reeves. The new Atlanta Hawk, former San Antonio Spur, Deontay Murray. Trae Young, Luminance. Austin Reeves out of 99.
Another Austin Reeves.
It looks purple. Yeah, a little purple.
Yeah, a little purple.
Another rookie I'm really kind of high on. Crusades, Jonathan Kuminga.
Warriors have such a good young core. It's crazy. Poole, Wiseman, Kuminga.
Hometown Heroes, Io Dosunmu.
Dosunmu.
Dosunmu. Thank you.
He's so good. I love Dosunmu.
So, Steve,
Yes.
why don't you come up with something for how the people can win these cards?
Ooh, well, we're doing basketball, right?
Yep, Davion Mitchell, rookie, and last but not least,
How about
Trae Young.
I want the chat. What's your favorite college basketball team?
Oh, I was going to say, who's the hottest basketball player in the NBA right now?
Little different than mine there. Favorite college basketball team?
I'm down with that.
Yeah. 'cause
Okay.
Season's right around the corner.
Is this
yeah, we're
Steve,
right
is this,
around 20 days. I think 22 days, 22 or 21 days till the start of the season.
Can't wait to log into Twitter and see my John Rothstein tweets.
Oh, the best. Gonzaga we got in there. Villanova, that's a great team.
I don't know where to put these.
Longhorns, PG. That's fair, yeah.
Kessler Edward?
Kessler Edwards, yep.
I'm trying. I got a real quick.
Ooh, rookie of the year right there.
Oh, who is this?
Scotty Barnes.
Scotty Barnes.
Rookie of the
okay.
year.
We'll put that to the side. How about that? Am I doing this right?
You're
Donovan
doing great.
Mitchell?
Just hold them a little.
Oh,
flatter.
my new
Oh,
favorite
yeah,
player.
Perfect.
Okay.
My
I'm
new
sorry,
favorite
chat.
player.
I'm sorry, chat. Ooh.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Cavs. will be
Chris
fun to see.
Durante?
Oh, Duarte. Yeah.
Durante?
Yeah, Chris Duarte.
Ooh, pretty.
Oh, we got another auto, I think.
Oh, man.
Uh-oh, I'm nervous. It's thick.
Heck, is it a memorabilia? Oh.
Ooh.
Patch. She just kicked my ass.
Last Pack Magic.
Oh,
James.
my goodness.
Oh, wait. James
Book
Bourne
Night.
Night. Yeah.
Book Night,
Book
yeah.
Night. Little dare me to touch the jersey. I won't.
No.
Everyone relax. It was a joke. All right. Another one of these.
Giannis.
Giannis.
And last but not least,
Zaire Williams.
Zaire
that's
Williams.
so, look at, like, these cards are so cool looking. I
That
can't
one's
get over
number
it.
2 in the bottom right-hand corner. What's it say it's out of?
6 out of 49.
Nice.
Nice.
Out of 49. Very solid.
So someone's going to win a little something, something, huh?
Something.
A little something, something.
Couple nice autos. A lot of Cades in there
Yeah.
as well. A Scotty Barnes. I don't think we got your guy Mobley, David.
We did
But
not.
Other than that,
We did not get
some
Mobley.
Really nice rookies.
Yeah. And, yeah, Christoph.
I dominated.
Elena dominated that one. That was total.
Even with one bum nail.
Total domination. I got my rear end kicked, just like Sherfield of the Dolphins yesterday.
Oh,
Literally, the butt
the
punt.
butt punt. I know.
How bad do you think that hurt last thing, 1 to 10? You think he, like, is sore today?
I mean, that was a little literal kick in the butt. Anyways, Steve, thank you again for coming on.
Of course, thanks for
always,
having
we
me.
always welcome and appreciate your knowledge. And this conversation was awesome.
Of course.
So
Always appreciate you guys having me. Always a blast hopping on the chase.
always. And so, guys, that's gonna wrap it up. I'm not gonna be hosting Wednesday. Troy will be back.
Troy's back.
In fact, his private jet's probably on the tarmac as we speak. So
emergency landing on I-90.
His Delta Airlines flight should be back soon. So.
His coach seat is nice and warm for him.
Anyways, have a marvelous Monday. Remember, continue to like, comment, follow, and subscribe to DA Card World. Also, follow us on our new Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok at DA_The Chase. Remember, listen to us on Apple and Spotify. We're there too. And guess what? We will see you Wednesday. I screwed up the script there. We'll see you Wednesday for our Hump Day edition of The Chase. And guys, there's only one thing left to do. Remember,
that, David?
It's all about the chase.
I don't have anything to throw.
Top guys and gals out.